Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Supadantikam Mandeham Shri Gurum Shri Udapatakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvedam Savadudam Parjana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shivishakhamitam Sya Ye Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpade Gopesha Goviga Kanta Radha Kanda Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shabano Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhesha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patidanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Budale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Nidhamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunivadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Hare Krishna Hari Om Tat Sat. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 17 from text 10 onwards. Yatayamam gatarasam uti paryushitam chayat uchishtam apichamedhyam bhojanam tamasapriyam. Yes, Sachi Mataji and Mayuri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yatayamam gadarasam pudi paryusitam chayat yuchishtam abhijamedyam bhojanam tamasapriyam.
Yes.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna.
प्रभु जी हिंदी में पढ़ूं क्या?
जी no.
खाने से 3 घंटे पूर्व पकाया गया स्वादहीन वियोजित एवं सड़ा झूठा तथा अस्पृश्य वस्तुओं से युक्त भोजन उन लोगों को प्रिय होता है जो तामसी होते हैं।
Food prepared more than 3 hours before being eaten. Okay, so whatever food we have cooked, and if it is more than 3 hours, if it is kept for more than 3 hours, it is not good for consumption. It is in the mode of darkness, okay, or ignorance. If it is prasadam, okay. If it is already offered to Krishna, if it is the remnants offered to Krishna, then that's fine. Even after 3 hours, you can consume, as long as it is not rotten. Okay, but it should not allow that to be rotten. You should consume it before that is spoiled. So food prepared more than 3 hours before being eaten. Food that is tasteless. People use all sort of spices, and make it pungent and very, very spicy. And it is only increasing our passion, rajoguna, and tasteless. Decomposed and put it. Decomposed means it's not good to consume. It's already spoiled. And food consisting of remnants and untouchable things, especially eaten by somebody else. Sometimes there are people who share the same plate, even with the dogs, the pet dogs, isn't it? They're all remnants and untouchable things. Okay? Is dear to those in the mode of darkness. So these are the food items that comes in the mode of darkness or ignorance. So we should be careful. We should consume only remnants of food eaten by Krishna, Prasadam. Yatne sishtasino santo muchande sarvakil bishai munjadeyate togam pavam e pachanti atma karan. If you don't eat remnants that is offered to Krishna, we are eating verily sin. Yajna sishta means food offered to Supreme Lord, the remnants. Yajna, we are doing sacrifice. Yajna, offering to Krishna, we say yajna, bhoga. And he honors that and give the remnants to us. So we should eat that, we should consume that. Then there is no sin. Otherwise, we are eating, we release sin. That's what Krishna says. So let's see what is there in the purport. The purpose of food is to increase the duration of life, purify the mind, and aid bodily strength. Why do we eat? No, we need strength, bodily strength to carry out any job, any work, any activities. And we have to live. This how much our our life duration is. Till that time we have to live. So we need strength. So to increase the duration of life and to get bodily strength. This is its only purpose. This is its only purpose. In the past, great authorities selected those foods that best aid health and increase life duration, such as milk products, sugar, rice, wheat, fruits, and vegetables. So these are the quota meant for human beings. Okay. Every living entities have a particular quota for their sustenance. So for human being, what is it? Patram pushpam balam toyam. That's what Krishna says, such as milk products, sugar, rice, wheat, fruits, and vegetables. So these foods are very dear to those in the mode of goodness. So such foods are for those in the mode of goodness. Some other foods, such as baked corn and molasses, while not very palatable in themselves, can be made pleasant when mixed with milk or other foods. So when it is prepared with milk, and such milk products, then it can be consumed, although it is not in the mode of goodness. So they are then in the mode of goodness. All these foods are pure by nature. They are quite distinct from untouchable things like meat and liquor. Okay. So liquor, meat, and such meat products are untouchable. Why? Because it is manufactured by doing cruelty to other animals. Okay. We are being cruel to other animals, killing them for our sense gratification. So it is in the mode of ignorance. Untouchable foods, meat, liquor, such things, any meat products for that matter. Fatty foods, as mentioned in the 8th verse, have no connection with animal fat obtained by slaughter. So fatty foods here means that vegetable fat. Okay, it's not animal fat. Animal fat is available in the form of milk, which is the most wonderful of all foods. So animal fat also we get if you consume milk and milk products. Milk, butter, cheese, and similar products give animal fat in a form which rules out any need for the killing of innocent animal. So just for the sake of getting animal fat, we should not unnecessarily kill the animals. We should not be cruel, because they are also creatures. They are also children of the Supreme Lord. So we should not, kill these innocent creatures. It is only through brute mentality that this killing goes on. The civilized method of obtaining needed fat is by milk. Slaughter is the way of subhumans. Okay. Protein is amply available through split peas, dal, whole wheat, etc. So if we need protein for our good health, it is also available amply, adequately, abundantly in what? Split peas, dal, whole wheat, etc. So we need not kill animals at all. It is really cruelty, brutality. One should be civilized. We should not harm any other living beings for our sustenance. We have been given a certain quota. We should stick to that quota only. Isavasim idam sarvam yatkincha jagadyam jagat tena tektvena bhunjidaha magrida kasya siddhana. Okay. So every living entity, they have their own quota. They are not supposed to encroach upon other quota for sustenance. So foods in the mode of passion which are bitter, too salty, too hot, or overly mixed with red pepper, cause misery by reducing the mucus in the stomach, leading to disease. So, food in the mode of passion. Now, which are those? Which are bitter, too salty, too hot, or overly mixed with the red pepper. What happens if you consume that? Cause misery by reducing the mucus in the stomach and leading to disease. So while eating, we may get some sense pleasure, the taste palate. We may get some pleasure. That is only 6 inches long. After once it goes inside, we don't know what's the taste of it, isn't it? So that taste is only when we choose, for some time. After that is gone. And it causes what? It causes disease. So while eating, it is okay, good, nice, very spicy or very hot and this and that. But once it is taken, then problem for digestion, so many diseases will get, and it will create a lot of health problem. And foods in the mode of ignorance or darkness are essentially those that are not fresh. Especially we're all doing that, keeping that in the freezer and fridge, and for days and weeks together we consume. There are some people in different sachet, different packets. They put everything and store. Every day they take it, heat it up, and eat it. So these are all what? This we say it is convenience. It is not spoiled, but the freshness is not there. It's not fresh. So that's why he said, foods in the mode of ignorance or darkness are essentially those that are not fresh. Okay. If it is not fresh, it is in the mode of ignorance. Any food cooked more than 3 hours before it is eaten, except prasadam, food offered to the Lord, is considered to be in the mode of darkness. So as I explained earlier, anything that is prepared for more than 3 hours, that is not good for consumption. It's in the mode of darkness or ignorance, because they are decomposing. Such foods give a bad odor, which often attracts people in the mode, but repulses those in the mode of goodness. So which often attracts people in the mode of in this mode, but repulses those in the mode of goodness. So those who are in the mode of goodness, they don't like all these things, especially food that are eaten by those people in the mode of passion and ignorance. So remnants of food may be eaten only when they are part of a meal that was first offered to the Supreme Lord or first eaten by saintly persons, especially the spiritual master. So which is really good for consumption when the remnants, the uchishta, first offered to the Supreme Lord, and when it has become prasada or eaten by the saintly personalities, especially the spiritual master. Otherwise, the remnants of food are considered to be in the mode of darkness. So somebody eats that, they keep that, and we consume that, some other person. If it is not consumed by saintly personalities or spiritual master, then it is untouchable. It is in the mode of darkness. So otherwise, the remnants of food are considered to be in the mode of darkness, and they increase infection or disease. Such foodstuffs, although very palatable to persons in the mode of darkness, are neither liked nor even touched by those in the mode of goodness. So the best food is the remnants of what is offered to Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the Bhagavad Gita, Supreme Lord says that he accepts preparations of vegetables, flour, and milk when offered with devotion. Patram, pushpam, phalam, doyam. Okay, these are items he accepts very happily. But you have to prepare it very nicely, make nice dishes and offer it to him with love and devotion. Then you'll accept it. Of course, devotion and love are the chief things which the Supreme Personality of Godhead accepts. So he is not seeing the substance. He is seeing the love and devotion with which we offer that. So that's a real criteria of offering foods. Okay, we have bought so many very costly items and just kept it. If you want, you eat it. And in that case, he will not eat, because he is not seeing what items you have presented to him or given to him, seeing with what attitude you are given to him, with love and devotion. How you are giving to your children with love, we have to give the same manner, in the same way. We have to give, with love and affection. Just like, we have heard the story of, the Brahman. The Brahman went on a holiday, for some work. So he instructed his son. I think I forgot his name. Yadunandana. I forgot his name. Anyway, so the Brahman instructed or the son to please offer to Krishna. So he was every day he is seeing offering, but he doesn't know that he's getting the prasadam as it is back. So when the father left, so the son started offering, and after some time he came to see he has not eaten. So he started crying. Oh, why you have not eaten? If my father comes, he'll scold me. So please eat, oh Krishna. With that attitude, he was crying and offering that. So immediately Krishna came and ate full. When father came, prasadam is not, where is prasadam? What prasadam? Nothing. He ate. Oh, what do you mean? When I give us so many days, I've been giving. He is not eating anything, not even a morsel. He's giving as it is. Now that just one day, first day you have offered him, and he ate everything. So he thought that he's telling lie. Maybe he has eaten himself. Then he said, no. Krishna came and ate it. Then he wanted to test. He said, next day also I'm going out. So please offer. Then he was hiding and watched. So the same thing happened. Krishna knew that his father is hiding. Okay. So but when he started crying, please eat, he came and ate. So immediately he came to know, okay, this is the real love and devotion with which we should offer. So that's what. So when we offer whatever he desires, not that whatever we want. We usually offer to Krishna whatever we want. Suppose we want to eat, rasgulla. Okay, now please make rasgulla today. Then offer it. Because we want it. It's not that Krishna wants it. So that is how. Anyway, that is how we should start. But then later, over a period of time, we should develop that love and devotion slowly and gradually. So, of course, devotion and love are the chief things which the Supreme Personality of Godhead accepts. But it's also mentioned that the prasadam should be prepared in a particular way. Any food prepared by the intentions of the scripture and offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be taken even if prepared long ago, because such food is transcendental. So there are certain rules and regulations that we have to follow for preparing bhoga for the Supreme Lord, and how we should prepare it, how we should offer it. Well, there are certain procedures which we should follow. And even if it is more than 3 hours, no problem. It is transcendental. We can consume that. Therefore, to make food antiseptic, eatable, and palatable for all persons, one should offer food to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, if you want to make the food antiseptic, eatable, and palatable for all persons, one should offer food to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Without offering to Supreme Personality of Godhead, the food will not, it may give strength to our body, but our consciousness will not be transformed or purified. So if we want our consciousness to purified with prasada, then we have to offer it to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and eat or consume only prasada. Okay. So there's a lot of difference between bhoga and prasadam. Bhoga is before we offering to Supreme Lord. It becomes prasada, only after we offer it to the Supreme Lord. Okay, so Hare Krishna. So any questions or any comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, I have seen that means in Tulsi Vivaha also, the Namatta devotees, they came, na? So what they did, they first purified the bhoga and then put the Tulsi Patra on bhoga. Okay. Then they offer. So what is the mean of this, Prabhu? Means they purify.
That is, there are certain mantras, the offering, before offering certain one. But for us at home, we make it very simple. Purify means there is a certain procedure. They put few drops of water on that. Yeah. Then they offer it to. There are certain mantras also. That is, especially in the temple and all, they are using it, especially for temple deity worship. Certain procedures are elaborate. But at home, just we can offer it, ring the bell, and recite the mantras, pay obeisances, and get up. And after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever items you have kept, if it is full meal, 10-15 minutes you can give. If it is small, some juice or this thing, 5 minutes, more than enough. Some snacks.
Okay, Prabhuji.
So just pay obeisances, ring the bell, then you can take it. So it's simple. Make it simple. You don't have to complicate it. These are all elaborate things are done in the temple. So sometimes, because they have undertaken that course, deity worship course and all, some devotees do that.
Because they told me when I put tulsi patra in bhoga, so they told no, Mataji, no. First we will purify it, then we will put the tulsi patra, and then I will offer it. So, so just I want to ask that what is the meaning of purify the?
Purifying that we are doing achamana, to purify our this thing. Like that, we are purifying that with Ganga Jal. That
okay.
Each items.
Oh, okay.
Maybe some contamination has happened while preparing or while bringing the bhoga to the lordships. That's why we are covering it. Sometimes maybe there are some cats or dogs seeing that. Some other people are also outsiders who are not staying in our house. Somebody comes, whom we don't know. They might have seen that. So it is contaminated. So we are just purifying that. Just putting few drops of this thing, water that is there in the achamana cup.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
After that, you put the tulasi, then offer it with love and devotion. Give some time, and when somebody is there, especially at home, you can close the altar. Usually, we have to give that what you call free space for him to nobody. Even suppose we are eating and some people are just staring at us. Can we eat? If everybody is eating, okay. I am the only person, and there are few people standing there and staring at me. So I won't be comfortable to eat. Isn't it? So we have to close because Supreme Lord also wants privacy. Close it. Especially, but in our house, we don't close it because it's our lordship. There's a relationship. But somebody comes from outside, a third party, not a devotee. So in that case, we should give that private space. We can close it. The altar. Then after that, you ring the bell, open the curtain, take it. Then you can distribute it. So before it is offered, others should not see that. Because if they see, oh, this is a nice item, and they want to have it, it's a aparadh. That's in the temple and all, you must have observed. Now they're closing it, and the prasadam, closing it and bring it. And they move away all the people when they're bringing that bhoga for offering. Once it is offered, then they will open it and bring it. And so like that, if some people are there at home, so when you're taking the bhoga for offering, you can cover it with some foil paper or something so that they don't see it.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So any other questions or comments? Yes. Prince Prabhu, anything?
Nothing, Prabhuji.
Mataji is not there today?
Yes, Prabhuji, she's little not well. She's little having a little bit of fever, and so she's resting today.
Yes, okay. No. Okay, so we read the next verse, 11. Afala kankshi bir yet new vidhi dishto yajya Ijyate yashtavyam yeveti manaha samadhaya sa satvikaha. Okay. Vandana Mataji is there?
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Vandana Mataji and Prince Prabhu.
Yes. Up, Aplatan, Aplatanchachi Viryagyo Vididishto Ya Ijyate Yashtavyameveti Mana Samadhaye Sat. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yes, translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Translation of sacrifices. The sacrifice performed according to the directions of scripture as a matter of duty by those who desire no reward is of the nature of goodness.
Very good. So now, after food, Krishna is telling about sacrifice. Sacrifices also can be categorized into three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. Satoguna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. So of sacrifices, the sacrifice performed according to the directions of scripture as a matter of duty by those who desire no reward is of the nature of goodness. So what is that? It should be done as per the scripture's injunctions as a matter of duty. Okay. It's our duty to do that. We are supposed to do that. And without expecting any reward, any result. That is in the mode of goodness. Okay. So usually we do some sacrifice. Now, of course, not now, but before all we came to Krishna consciousness, and still there are people who are not connected to Krishna consciousness. They go to temple, they do so many different sacrifices, tapasyas, only for some material benefits. It is not in the mode of goodness. Okay. So only sacrifices performed as per Vedic injunctions and as a matter of duty without expecting any result or reward, that is in the mode of goodness. So general tendency is to offer sacrifice with some purpose in mind. This is the general tendency of every person. We are doing this because I will get a result when I do this. I am doing this offering because I have some expectation in return. Children go to the temple, okay, especially during exam time. Why do they go? Why do they go? Because they want good result. So that's expectation. That's also sacrifice. But then that sacrifice is the mode of passion. They are expecting some result. Okay. So, but here it is stated that sacrifice should be performed without any such desire. It should be done as a matter of duty. Take, for example, the performance of rituals in temples or in churches. Generally, they are performed with the purpose of material benefit, but that is not in the mode of goodness. So when you go to a temple, you will see a big board. Okay. This offering, that offering, so much, 100 rupees, 500 rupees, 1,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees. We should do that. It's not that we should not, but we should do that without expecting anything. That offering we can do. But most of the offerings we are doing, asking something in return, as if the Lord is sitting there to fulfill our demands and desires. He is the order supplier. So generally, people are going to temples, churches, and other such places of worship, just for asking something from God. Generally, they are performed with the purpose of material benefit, but that is not in the mode of goodness. One should go to a temple or church as a matter of duty. Why duty? Because the Lord is giving us, supplying us everything. He is giving us water, light, air, and so many material elements with which we are living in this material world. Isn't it? Without that, we will not be able to live at all. So as a matter of duty, it's a gratitude to express our gratitude to Him. we should do that performance of rituals. Okay. One should go to a temple and church as a matter of duty, offer respect to Supreme Personality of Godhead, and offer flowers and eatables without any purpose of obtaining material benefit. Everyone thinks that there is no use in going to the temple just to worship God, but worship for economic benefit. He is not recommended the scriptural injunction. Okay, so people, Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, right? 4 types of people approach him, 4 types of people doesn't approach him. So who are the 4 types of people who approaches him?
Distress, jnanis, inquisitive, and I forgot the other one, Prabhu.
Economic development.
Economic, yeah, Sanskrit.
What is the sloka?
No, Prabhu.
Artha Jigyasi.
Yes. Chadurvidha bhajante mam artho jitnyas artho jitnyasu arthati jnani cha bharadashava. What types of people comes to me? Artho means what?
Distress, Prabhuji.
Distressed. Okay. Artho, distress. And not arthati. First, second is jitnyasu. Okay, who is jitnyasu? Inquisitive. Inquisitive, to know who am I, who is God, what's the relationship. So all these things. So what is nature, what is karma? So these are all jitnyasu. Then arthi, who wants money, follows. Okay, in your language, follows. Then jnani, wise. Here jnani means bhakta. Okay. So the 4 types of 4 categories of people come to me. Okay. So we should be not in this category. We should be in the 5th category. Of course, jnani is bhakti only. In that he likes the jnanis. Should be bhakta totally without expecting anything. Okay. So we approach with this following, out of fear, out of duty, out of desire, out of love. So we should approach him out of love without expecting anything. People go to Supreme Lord, to temple or church or mosque or wherever it is, to pray because of fear. What is fear? What will happen to me? My bank will go bankrupt. I'll be pauper. Okay, I'll have health problem. I have this problem, that problem, because of fear, death. So because of fear, we approach Supreme Lord, we pray. And other categories of people, out of duty, to just offer gratitude, because Lord is supplying us everything without even our knowing, without even asking. So as a matter of duty, we offer respects to him. We go to temple. Okay. And out of desires, what is desire? We want so many things. I want a good house, good wife, good husband, good job, good this, good that, good children, like that. So desires, so many desires. And then out of love. Out of love means no expectation, no desire. Simply love the other person. Simply love the other person. That is on the platform of gopis' love towards Lord Sri Krishna. So that's highest. Okay. So should go simply to offer respects to the deity without expecting anything in return. That will place one in the mode of goodness. It is the duty of every civilized man to obey the injunctions of the scriptures and offer respect to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. So it is the duty of every civilized man. If we want to be in that category, civilized category, what we should do? Obey the injunctions of the scriptures and offer respects to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because scriptures gives us the path to go back to Godhead. So we should follow or obey the injunctions given in the scriptures. And scriptures are called apaurushaya. It's not man-made. Simply we should follow the injunctions. No argument. Why? Even if we may not like certain rules, but it is for our good. Because why we don't like it? Because it is not allowing us for sense gratification. We want freedom to enjoy our senses the way we want, whimsically. But there are regulations in the scriptures for our own benefit, for our own purification, which will help us, liberating from this material world. So we should obey the injunctions of the scriptures and offer respect to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because after all, we are part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and our eternal position is Jivera Surupohai Krishnera Nityadas. So we are supposed to be the eternal servant of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So we should obey the injunctions given in the scriptures. Okay. So any questions or any comments?
Last week, Prabhuji, one of my friend came from Russell Khemana, so she was telling that means about this business deal with Bhagwan, that his friend goes to the temple only for this. मैं 5 रुपए का प्रसाद चढ़ाऊंगा भगवान पास कर दो करके, and he note down also कि देवी मंदिर में 2 रुपए का प्रसाद बोला था and हनुमान जी को 10 rupees का बोला था, this for this desire, this for this desire, like, and he note down also कि कहीं मैं भूल नहीं जाऊं.
So he is maintaining a diary.
Yeah, diary Prabhuji. So he's like that कि every mandir he goes and भगवान ये चाहिए and I will offer this 5 rupees or 10 rupees prasadam, and then he note down everything also.
क्योंकि अगर भगवान नहीं दिया तो इसलिए
भगवान नहीं दिया या
क्या
मैं भी
दिलाना
हो
चाहिए
सकता
ना.
है कि उधर 5 का बोला तो मैं भूल नहीं जाऊं, कम का नहीं हो जाए. Something like that.
Yes, there. What to do is we cannot blame them because they're all in ignorance. We were also like that. So at least we know theoretically, although we may or we may not practice. That's a different thing. So we should slowly and gradually implement, all this given in the scriptures. Otherwise, there is no use. So this is for our purification. So slowly and gradually, we have to improve progress on our spiritual pursuit.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, Prince Prabhu, anything?
Think Prabhuji.
Sachi Mataji, Vandana Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, nothing.
Yes.
Taste the salad. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Yeah, says Stephen. This salad is delicious.
What's the time? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. So we'll stop at text 12 is the next. Even the other class also text 12. That's already marked. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyacha kripa sindhu bevacha. पतिदानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय. इंताय गो प्रेमानंद.